First of all, Carl, thanks for giving up some of your spare time.
Pleasure.
And did you know it was 10 years since the last interview that you did?
Oh, blimey, is it 10 years?
Yeah, we came down to your
house.
Yeah.
That's right, in Twickenham. You came down mob-handed, I remember.
There was about 6 or 7 of us, wasn't there?
That's right.
We all circled around your kitchen table.
That's true.
And 25 years since Flowers in the Rain was first heard on BBC's new pop station, Radio 1. What do you think about now, looking back?
It was a great thrill at the time. To be the first record on Radio 1, and of course it's been wonderful in one way, in as much as it reminds people of who the Move were, and it's been sad in another way, because being the most played of the Move's hits, it should generate the most income, but unfortunately, because of the publicity stunt which surrounded it about Harold Wilson, we don't get any money from that. So there we are, but it's always nice to hear it.
So all the royalties were sent to charity, weren't they?
They were indeed, yes.
And still do?
Still do.
Did you know it was going to be the first record on the radio station?
No, I hadn't got a clue. I don't think anybody had.
Okay, let's have a listen to those first few historical moments on BBC Radio 1, 30th of September 1967.
The voice of Radio 1, just for fun, music too much.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the exciting new sound of Radio 1. Yes, indeed, we've even got Arnold back. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first of the Tony Blackburn shows. I shall be waking up every morning except Sunday between 7 and 8:30. So let's away!
Woke up one morning half asleep with all my blankets in a heap and yellow roses scattered all around. The time was still approaching, for I couldn't stand it anymore. So there he goes upon my eider down. I'm just sitting watching flowers in the rain, feel the power of the rain. On my side with all the windows open wide, couldn't pressurize my head from speaking. Hoping not to make a sound, I pushed my head into the ground in time to catch the sight that I was seeking. I'm just sitting watching flowers in the rain, feel the power of the rain, making the garden grow. I am just sitting watching flowers in the rain, feel the power of the rain, keeping me cool. Conversation with the trees, feeling to leave reality behind me. With my commitments in a mess, my sleep has gone away, deep rest. In a world of fantasy, you'll find me. I'm just sitting watching flowers in the rain, feel the power of the rain, making the garden grow. I'm just sitting watching flowers in the rain, feel the power of the rain, keeping me good.
There they go then, the Move fading away there. Flowers in the Rain, the very first record played on the new BBC Radio 1. And not only famous for being the first record on that station, but managed to get a lot of publicity for another reason, and we've just spoken about that. What was the actual publicity stunt that was pulled?
It was actually rather tragic that we should have lost some money on it, so much money over a publicity stunt over which we had no control. There were certain salacious stories, rumours about the then Prime Minister Harold Wilson, and our manager commissioned an artist to draw up a postcard based upon those stories, which he then circulated to the press. The result was that Mr. Wilson, Lord Wilson as he now is, obtained what they call an interlocutory injunction, which then became a full injunction to stop us ever talking about it or releasing it or sending any more. And we were sued for libel, and we lost not only the costs of the case plus a fine, but all the royalties. To this day, as we speak. It's funny that you should mention that, because I'm just now approaching Lord Wilson and his solicitors to see if that order could now be stopped and if the money could be returned to us, as I think that 25 years is a severe enough penalty for anything, you know. But, there we are.
Okay, good luck with that. 1967 must have been a really exciting year for you. Have you got really fond memories of that year? Or is it all a bit murky now?
Yes, I think that 66, 67 were great years. A certain amount of, certainly 67 because of the hits and the strength of those hits. When you worked in the business for what seems an eternity, even though at the time we were very young men, we'd been in the business for a long time, struggling around the various clubs and pubs. It's just a wonderful feeling that you can't explain to have a hit record. Something that I'll never forget. It really is.
So the Move were formed about 1966, yeah?
We were formed in 66. Yes, it was the brainchild of the younger members of groups in Birmingham who were playing in clubs and cabaret at that time. Danny King and the Mayfair Set, which had Trevor Burton in it. Mike Sheridan and the Night Riders, which had Roy Wood in it. There was Carl Wayne and the Vikings, which had me, Bev and Ace Kefford in it. And ultimately they needed somebody to get them work, and they needed a singer, because that was the vogue then, you had a singer. And there were two choices, either me or a chap named Danny King. Danny was one of the finest singers I've ever heard, and he was certainly a far better singer than me. But he'd kind of he didn't really have the motivation, I think, that I had, and so they asked me if I'd do it on a dual purpose role, really, A, to sing and B, to get them work. That's where it started.
You mentioned Carl Wayne and the Vikings. They've actually been down into the dungeons of the hospital here, and we're going to
this, you rotter.
We're going to play a track called "What's the Matter, Baby." Do you like that track?
Yes. No, I don't. I think it's a great song. Timmy Euro did the original, which you failed to mention. I did an absolutely horrendous job of this great song. Ruined it. But thank you, Martin.
Let's have a listen to it then.
I know the reason you've been crying. I heard he won't be needing you. How does it feel being the one left behind? What's the matter, baby? She's hurting you. I know you found out he's been cheating, and I heard he even told you he was untrue. How does it feel being on the outside looking in? What's the matter, baby? Hurting you. Remember when I needed you so bad. Oh, remember what you had to say. You told me to go, I don't know to show up to cry. You've been asking about me. Well, I'm sorry, I found somebody new. Oh, and my hurting's just about over. But little darling, it's just started for you. Hey, what's the matter, baby?
Can you remember the Move's first recording, Carl? What was the first thing you recorded?
I can, yes. I don't know if I remember the titles, but the Move's first recordings were in a studio owned by a chap named John Haynes in Birmingham. It was opposite a curry house, and it was in this little recording studio, and there were 4 tracks I think we did, which were kind of prettyish, very representative of what Roy was going to write later.
Well, I need to be loved, and there's no doubt about it. Well, I need to be kissed, and there's no doubt about it. I said I need, you're the one I need. Said I need, you're the one I need. Oh, yeah, you're the one I need. I got crazy, you're the one I need. Yeah, the thoughts in my head as my legs started shaking like this. Yeah, but then my feet hit the ground on my head just around the crease. Yeah, now I said I need, you're the one I need. Oh, I need, you're the one I need. Yeah, I need it, you're the one I need. Yeah, babe, you're the one I need. Oh, all right. To be loved, and there's no doubt about it. Yeah, I need to be kissed, and there's no doubt about it. Said I need, you're the one I need. Oh, yeah, I need, you're the one I need. Oh, I need, you're the one I need. Oh, I got crazy, you're the one I need. Yeah, honey, you're the one I need. Yeah, I love you, you're the one I need. Come on, huh? You're the one I need. Yes, I need, you're the one I need.
That was the first lot. Then we did some tracks with Cyril Stapleton at Pi Studios in London, and then it was off to the serious stuff.
What about the smashing of TVs and guitars not on stage? How did that happen? Who was that?
We had a manager named Tony Secunda, who had also managed the Moody Blues at one time, and he just felt that it was as publicity you got was important, whether it was bad or good. There's no such thing as bad publicity, so he wanted an image for the group instead of being in a pleasant type of image, i.e. the Tremolos, Marmalade, etc., Herman's Hermits. He wanted us to have more of a Rolling Stones image. So it was his idea that we would smash up the one-eyed monster on television.
Did you enjoy doing that sort of thing? Because you seem like a reasonably placid sort of chap to me.
I enjoyed it. It was good. I mean, the end of a show, it was great. Great release of energy. You know, when I look back at it now, and I shiver when I think how dangerous it was to the public in general. You know, to use a big woodcutter's axe and smash up not only one but maybe half a dozen televisions with all the glass flying around. I'm amazed that we got away with it.
So, how many singles did you record with the Move? Can you remember?
Singles, yes. Night of Fear, which I sang. I Can Hear the Grass Grow, which I sang. In fact, several of us sang Night of Fear. Ace sang a part of it, and so did Roy. Flowers in the Rain, Fire Brigade, which Roy sang. Curly, Blackberry Way, and Wild Tiger Woman.
And most of those were hits. I think they had 6 hits with the Move.
Yeah, they were all hits, but only one of them didn't reach the top 20, and that was Wild Tiger Woman.
Right.
My mother told me it wouldn't. I don't like this, she said, and she was right.
You released a live EP as well, recorded at the Marquee.
We did, yes. That's a live one that you re-record later in secrecy.
So was the whole concert recorded, do you think?
Well, generally with most live stuff, although people these days, the quality of live recording is different these days, because you have things like Fleetwood Mac's Mobile, which has got 48 tracks, so they can take it away. But generally, what you hear or what you're sold as a live record is not really a live record. It's always titivated after the event.
But it was in those days, wasn't it?
No.
No?
No, we went into Marquee Studios.
Right.
And titivated it.
It's a good word, that.
It is, isn't it?
Thank you.
What about your favourite Move single then, Carl, that you were on?
My favourite Move single? My favourite Move single is one I'm not on. It's called Chinatown.
Oh, you like that, do you?
Which is the one that they did after I left. One of them that they did after I left. I've always liked all Move songs. I've always been, although he never realised it, I've always been Roy Wood's greatest fan. I knew him from when he was a young lad, and I've always been a great admirer of his.
Now you did package tours with people like Jimi Hendrix. That must have been really exciting, was it?
It was, in lots of ways. I mean, youth is very exciting and it's very flippant, and at the time, I suppose you're having a wonderful time. I don't know, I think that very often one can look back at part of one's life and say that was a great time, or it must have been wonderful. I think when you were doing it, it was more hard work than anything. You know, touring has never been the greatest. It was never my... I think playing with the Move, for all of us, was never the greatest thing, because I don't think any of us, with hindsight, were that happy, were that settled, were that comfortable with what we were doing, which is probably why the Move broke up.
So when do you think the Move were at their best then?
I think the Move were at their best before they ever made a record.
Really?
Oh, I mean, that was the idea. You had 5 young, energetic guys, each with their own egos, each with their own, strengths, giving this enormous energy. And I think once it started to, despite the records, I think once the first person left, even Ace Kefford, I think it started to go down the tubes.
Is it true that Hank Marvin was asked to join the Move?
Published his son.
Was that?
Absolutely.
And he refused to join, did he? Or?
He did. It was publicity stunt to revive what we considered a fading group, but he didn't join, and wasn't really.
So why did you leave the Move, then, Carl? Did you fall, or were you pushed?
I was basically pushed. Roy always wanted to do ELO. He had that in his mind from the time we did Fire Brigade, and I kept saying, Roy, we've worked hard enough to get the Move going. Let's worry about that later on. And eventually, Trevor left. After Ace had left, Trevor left, and then at one stage Roy announced that they were going to do ELO, and it was basically made it clear there was no point for me. So after threatening to sack the other 3 members, I realised I had nowhere to go, so I left.
Did you have any regrets about that?
Oh, all my life. It was a great time. I was never a writer. I would always, if I could have chosen to work with somebody in my career all the time, it would have been Roy. Yes, a good writer.
So the Move eventually split up into ELO and then Wizard. What did you think of those 2 offshoots?
I didn't think that much of Wizard. I thought it was a great commercial band. In the same, at times in the same vein as people like Mud and Gary Glitter. ELO I thought were brilliant. Funnily enough, I think ELO Part 2 are just as good, but Jeff Lynne had a very special kind of magic, if you excuse the pun.
So what did you go and do then? You go into cabaret and things like that, yeah?
I went back to that which I was always before I joined the Move, which was a jobbing singer, earning a living. It was no good. I couldn't write songs. There was no band for me to join, so I had to go out and get work. So that's what I did. I went and I worked for many years in cabaret, and did a lot of television work, series, and eventually in 1975 went into the commercials business, singing radio and TV commercials.
Okay, we're going to have a quick listen to some of those most famous ones, okay?
Yeah, good.
Just for the fun of it, just for the run of it, just for the feel of it, just for the taste of it. Just for the fun of it, I think to have done it, just for the taste of it. Diet Coca-Cola, just got out of work and I'm taking it slow. Just a wild boy waiting for the wild girls to show. I've got my Seagram's wine cooler, and here she comes. She's the girl who knows. I can feel it. This is where the fun starts. Seagram's wine cooler. This is where the fun starts. Seagram's wine cooler. This is where the fun starts. Seagram's wine cooler. This is where Nescafe, the better way to start your day. practical man, and I could grip anything as I had a mate in the hand. My mate took the weight as the years rolled on. With a vice-like grip I just smoothed on and on, 'cause I had a mate to lend a hand. You gotta work, mate, you got a mate for life.
Nothing but a round bag, a flavor circulation there. You want nothing but a round bag, 'cause they could taste to spare. Get the Tetley round bag habit, don't be a tea-bag square.
Just one look, that's all it took, yeah, just one look. That's all it took, yeah, just one look.
It could make you right riveting rich. Just one look says it all. Just one look, and I recall how much we share every day, and just how much one look can say. Just one look means you're my best friend. Bet your life you'll thank Abby Life.
Okay, Carl, we've just heard a few of your famous jingles, and while they've been playing, you've been on the first half of the show you're in at the moment called Blood Brothers. It's a job to say that, isn't it?
Blood Brothers, you've got to get used to it.
We'll come back to that in a minute, but we're basically stuck in the 70s and the 80s, and while Roy had gone off with Wizard and Jeff with ELO, you were doing commercials like that.
Yep.
One of the top jingle singers, I believe.
So they tell me. I was very lucky. I got in about 1975, and a friend of mine suggested that I do them, a chap named Tony McCauley, who wrote about 70 hit records for people like David Soul and the Drifters. And it seemed to be absolutely honest, something that I was very suited for. It was a thing I could use my previous ability for, that I had before being in the move. Within the jingles I was quite a good mimic. So when they wanted somebody to sound like Sinatra or Louis Armstrong or Elvis Presley, I was able to to give them a reasonable interpretation. But I found it, in absolute honesty, the most enjoyable part of the business, even as enjoyable as being in a rock band. It's great. You work at a very high level with some great people. You get well paid, you get paid quite promptly. And it's a very happy medium. You go in for an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, 2 hours. You always have a laugh, good people, and I've enjoyed it.
What do you think are the most famous ones you've done?
I suppose the most famous one that people would remember was Caledonian Girls, which was the British Caledonian. It was the Beach Boys track, I wish they all could be Caledonian. But I do, I've done over the years literally hundreds and hundreds, things like Tetley Tea, Maxwell House, Kellogg's, everything,
And did you do Try a Taste of Martini and all that?
I did that one, yeah. It was my first one, actually, I did, and I flunked that one. I think in those days I had a very, very deep, broad Birmingham accent, and I think it was sort of Try a Taste of Martini. I think it was quite right. But it was my first one I tried, with a chap who wrote it. In fact, incidentally, the chap who wrote Martini, the jingle, is the same chap who writes the music for Poirot, named Chris Gunning.
Didn't know that. And what is all this? You were recording still solo singles?
I did, yeah. I made some pretty poor singles, in fairness. I I had, you know, it's always very easy to look back and say one should have done this. I mean, I think one should avoid the word should and use the word could. But at the time when I left the Move, people often wonder why I went into light entertainment and into this kind of balladeering type of thing. It's just that when you look back, at the time I left the Move, the biggest people in the business were Engelbert Humperdinck and Tom Jones. And it seemed the natural thing to do, to go that way to Vegas to become the big lounge star, you know. One of the records that your listeners probably would remember was You're a Star, which was the theme song to New Faces, which I sang for 5 years.
Yesterday I was happy to play for a penny or two a song. Till a fella in a black sedan took a shine to my one-man band. He said, we got plans for you, you'd never dream. You're a star, you're a star.
I've also seen you on TV with Rod Hull and Emu.
And yeah, I've been lucky. I've done a lot of television. I did my first series was with Terry Wogan back in 1972ish, called Lunchtime with Wogan. I've since done that lasted for over a year. I've since done a series, mini-series with Rod, who remains a very close and good friend, called Emu's World. I've done many live shows with him, pantomimes. I've worked many times with Jim Davidson on the Jim Davidson Show and in pantomimes in summer seasons. I worked with the late and great Benny Hill, did 2 or 3 shows with him. I've done various. I did a series called Ask No Questions for Yorkshire Television. I did High Summer with Leslie Crowther and Lena Zavaroni.
Ooh, the summer gets long and the summer nights are warm. You can find yourself in love like you never did before. Like you never did before. Can't wait. I really can't wait. I really can't wait till that high summer. Here it comes. High summer. We're gonna have fun in the sun. High summer. Here it comes. High summer. Here it comes.
And back in the early 80s, you teamed up with Roy Wood again and released a couple of singles on Jet Records, didn't you?
Yes, I did a couple of good singles actually. One was one of Roy's songs, and another one was a song from a band called Stoneground in America. It was called Deeper Than Love. Unfortunately, the release of those was held up because of contractual problems between the record company and various other people, and they were delayed. The release of them was delayed by a couple of years, and I think they suffered from that delay, you know. Otherwise I might have had a hit with one of them.
Okay, we'll play a track now called Aerial Pictures, which is a track you're talking about, which was written and produced by Roy Wood, yeah?
It was, yes. Yeah, Roy and I did that together at the old Dick James Music Studios. In fact, not 200 yards down the road from where we sit.
Violet stars appear tonight, shine beneath my feet. Frame your face somewhere. Maybe I should take you there. Brighter green between the trees, taste the trembling leaves. Eyes that couldn't say, came to take your heart away.
You've made no secret that you'd like to work with Roy again. Is there any chance of that, do you think?
No. In a word. I would. I've always had a great affinity and a great not friendship, a great feeling for Roy Wood. His mother and my mother were great friends when we were children. I've always liked his stuff, and I've always felt that he was one of these people in life who wrote, were great creators, but they probably needed somebody alongside them in order to kind of push them through the business. Roy is, as we all know, and it's a well-known fact that he's a wonderful talent, but he's not particularly well motivated in a business sense. And it's very sad, because a man with his talent should have been an enormously successful chap.
And do you see any of the other ex-Move members at all?
I do, yes. I'm probably the only one in the Move that speaks to all the others in a strange way, which is funny. I went and had a drink with Ace Kefford a few years back, and I'd quite like to see him again. I always quite liked Ace. I felt very sorry for him. He came from a difficult background, difficult upbringing, and it made him the way he was, which was kind of a paranoid neurotic, and it was great sadness. Trevor, I spoke to quite recently. I like Trevor. I think he's very, very good. Good singer, good player. Bev and I speak regularly. In fact, we're about to do some work together. And Roy and I very often speak. I phone him up. I'm trying to sort out the Flowers in the Rain situation at the moment for all of us. And I went up and stayed with him recently, and I'm going up again soon.
You've certainly had your fingers in many different pies. And recently you've been featured on an album of Andrew Lloyd Webber songs.
Yes, I'm rather a mercenary devil, which always seems strange when you're in the show business. People think that you should have a goal in show business and go for it, and that really earning a living is a secondary thought. But I've never looked at it that way. I have a lovely wife, great son, and I feel I have to earn a living, so I go and do what people pay me to do. Hence, I'm here in Blood Brothers at the moment, which is a wonderful show in the West End, Willy Russell piece. I was asked to do Andrew Lloyd Webber album, and ironically it sold more than any other Move record, would you believe? In LPs, we're just approaching about 100,000 LPs on that one now.
When your good nights have been said and you are lying in bed with the covers pulled up tight, although you count every sheep, you get the feeling that sleep is gonna stay away tonight. That's when you hear it coming. That's when you hear the humming of the midnight train. Here again, can't explain that midnight train, that midnight train. Starlight Express, you must confess, are you real? Yes or no? Starlight Express, answer me yes. I don't want you to go. Want you to take me away, but bring me home before daylight and in the time between. Take me to everywhere, but don't abandon me there. Just wanna see how I've been. I believe in you completely. Oh, I may be dreaming sweetly. I can hear the train here again. Can't explain that midnight train, that midnight train. Starlight Express, you must confess, are you real? Yes or no? Starlight Express, answer me yes. I don't want you to go. I need you to be.
Well, listen, Carl, it's been great for you to give us a bit of your time, and you've got us a bit of an exclusive, haven't you?
Have I? What's that?
With the new version of Flowers in the Rain.
Oh yes, of course. This is something I recorded actually about 3 or 4 years ago with a friend of mine, Craig Pruis, who wrote and produced a Cliff Richard hit record. Called O Little Town, I think it was, a Christmas hit. And we really wanted to re-record all the Move stuff, which we may get round to doing, but this was the first stab, and we brought Flowers in the Rain up to sort of into the 1990s, you know, made it exactly the same as the original, but made it harder and tighter, I think. So I hope they like it. I'd also love to come to Stoke Mandeville one day. I'm always a great admirer of the work you do, and you might like to invite me sometime. I'd love to come.
I'd love to invite you, and many thanks for letting us play the new version of Flowers in the Rain. We're going to play that now, the first time it's ever been heard on any radio station now, I should think.
I believe so. It was heard on Wogan, as you know,
yeah.
But not on the radio.
Carl Wayne, thanks very much indeed.
Pleasure.
Woke up one morning half asleep with all my blankets in a heap and yellow roses scattered all around. The time was still approaching, for I couldn't stay any more. So marigolds upon my eider down. I am just sitting, watching flowers in the rain, feeling the power of the rain, taking the garden road.
Martin, it's Carl. So I thought I might catch you at home. Give us a call when you get a minute. I can't remember who I recorded Imagine for. You're the only boy I know who knows more about my career than me. Thank you, goodbye.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Oh, oh, oh. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or to die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Oh, oh, you might say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger, just a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. Oh, oh, oh. You might say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one.
The lead singer of the highly successful 60s Birmingham pop group The Move, Carl Wayne, has died. He was 61. The Move had hits with songs such as Flowers in the Rain, Blackberry Way, and I Can Hear the Grass Grow. In the last few years, he'd been touring with the Hollies. Mark Foster looks back at his long and varied career.
The lights across the street throw a rainbow in her hair.
Carl Wayne at the height of the Move's fame in the 60s when they had a string of top 10 hits. In 1967, Flowers in the Rain was the first single to be played on Radio 1. But a publicity stunt organised for its launch backfired. Prime Minister Harold Wilson threatened to sue over a cartoon showing him in a compromising position. He settled for all the record's royalties. Carl said the band were the original anarchists, the first punks.
At the end of the show, he used to smash up TVs with an axe, and there'd be glass flying everywhere, and we'd be playing away, and it was the greatest ending to any rock show you're ever going to see. And Carl was right there at the front of it, in the lights, crowd going wild. That's how Carl would like to be remembered, I think.
Carl left the Move in '69 to pursue a solo career, appearing in West End productions and writing for television commercials. In 2000, he joined the Hollies. He was married to the actress Sue Hansen, Diane, in Crossroads, and had a 19-year-old son. He died from cancer at home yesterday, aged 61.